Hey, hey, hey. You know HQ is coming back. I just be on here doing some things. I just be on here doing some things. So I came on here to do the live of the male show. The male potential candidates. What do they have to offer? Men have a lot to offer just like women. Men offer the protection, providing, companionship, sounding board, all kinds of companionship that all kinds of women need. He can be a friend, a lover, an enemy, all of those things. So yet we need men and we need women. So my whole thing is to introduce the men to, you know, there could be beautiful men all over the planet. And we didn't give them a look, we didn't give them an opportunity to say, I'm worthy of being a provider, I'm worthy of being a protector. I mean, sometimes you just got to give people an opportunity. They might be right there. And when you say yes, they step up to the challenge of being the protector and the provider. Because it's not an easy job. It's not an easy job for a man when he decides that he's going to take on a family and he's going to specifically take on a woman and have children and then forever. Because it's supposed to be a forever job. It's supposed to be a long-term job, not a temporary thing, right? So Kendra G's candidates, people say, well, Kendra G's candidates, issues with Kendra G candidates. Sometimes there are, but sometimes we catch the jewels too. Sometimes we catch decent enough men that we can do a review of some of these decent men. I just picked out a few. I just picked out a few to see, would they be worthy of a coffee date? Would they be worthy of companionship? Would they be worthy of taking a second look? So here are the men. It's just a short list of some of the men that maybe we overlooked that maybe deserve a coffee date too. So here we go.
Is your name Prom?
Yeah.
What was the sign you were showing
It's
me? Can you show me a sign? What sign?
it says thankful.
What's it say? We can't see. Come closer. Come closer to
It
the
say
camera.
thankful. It say thankful, grateful,
Grateful,
and blessed.
blessed. Oh, we can see that. Okay. All right. What's your name,
Yeah.
love?
I'm done.
I can't hear you. You got to get close, baby. Who's that? Is that
Oh,
your
I'm
family
sorry.
behind you? What's going on?
Yeah. My family's here. We're in Florida right now.
Okay, baby. Do you know this is a single show?
Yeah. No. Yeah, it's a single show. They just watching the show. We watch the show every night.
Okay, but bring the camera down. Is that your lady?
No, that's my sister.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you got a whole family. What you calling me for?
Well, I'm looking for a single. I'm looking for a single
Okay,
woman.
I thought it was your woman at first. I thought it was your woman. Can you
No. It's
bring
my
the camera? Okay. What's your name? What's your name, love?
my name's Don.
Don. Okay. All right. Don, where you calling us from?
I'm calling you from Florida.
Are you on vacation?
Yeah. We are here on vacation right now.
All right. Don, Florida. How old are you?
I'm 36.
36. Where you calling me from?
Florida.
Oh, you told me that. Is that where you? Okay, I'm sorry. Where do you live?
I live in Dallas, Texas.
Okay. Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Do you have any kids? Are those your kids?
No kids. This is my niece and my nephew. We watch your show all the time, Kendra. We love you.
Oh, I love you guys back. Okay, because it looked like you already came. Hi, Kendra kids. Hi, Kendra kids in the background. They waving. Okay, Don. Don, what do you do for a living, Don?
I'm an engineer.
Engineer. So we got Don, engineer, 36, Dallas, no kids. Let's see what else we got here. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm the Aquarius gang.
Have you ever been married?
Nah, I ain't married. Never
Was that
married.
money? Oh, that's the sign.
That's drizzle, a little bit.
Wait, go back. That was money?
Yeah. You know.
Why do you have that much cash?
Got 100K. You know, everybody on your show got 100K, so you know.
Is that real money?
Yeah, it's real. You want to make it rain?
Why do you have all that cash?
So I'm big on teaching financial wealth to my family. So I always try to show them it's not all about the numbers in the bank. It's about like what it looks like in the hand. It's a difference.
Okay. Okay. Good job. Let's get into it now. We got Don. He's the engineer, Aquarius, 36, Dallas, no kids, never married, right?
Never.
Okay.
Never married.
What kind of woman you looking for? You know you done entice the ladies with the money.
Hey.
I don't know why he would entice the ladies with the money, seeing as how they already bandaged up in $2 bills. It looked like he got 20, 40, 60, 81. He got $200 there. That's what it looked like.
Money just a little bit. That ain't even what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for a woman that believes in God first, a very humble woman, a woman that leads with her faith and not fear.
Leads with her what, honey?
Her faith.
Okay, one woman that leads with her faith. Okay, what are your deal breakers?
What the hell does that exactly mean? Lead with your faith and not fear. What exactly does that mean?
A woman that's very fearful ain't my type. A woman that's not very confident in herself. A woman that doesn't work out. A woman that expects a man to tell her everything at the first time we meet. That's not something I'm looking for. I'm really looking for a woman that's ready to be a wife.
Okay, so now I'm confused. If you're looking for a wife, a married man told me the other day, he said to me, I was talking to him and he was sort of confiding in me. He said, I told him, why don't you just do what you want to do without asking your wife? And he said, that's not how marriage goes. She and I are partners. So therefore I tell her everything. What is he talking about? He don't tell her everything from the beginning. If you're looking for a wife right now, that should be your important goal, to make sure your wife is informed. I don't understand. He's talking.
That's ready to be a wife. Okay. What about money? Should she make a certain amount of money?
No, as long as she can take care of herself, have her own car, have her own career. I kind of want to start my own family. I've already done the single mother, you know, dating women with multiple kids. I've done that since high school. So like, I ain't with that no more. Like, I'm all about like making my own generation. You see my nieces, my nephew, my sisters, all my sisters are married. So I'm really looking for a woman that's ready to go down that aisle.
So you want a woman that doesn't have kids?
No kids.
Okay. I'm assuming.
See, I'm always curious about people who say they date with intention. Are you really dating with intention? Are you really looking for a wife? Are you really looking for a husband? Are you conducting yourself like a husband, a man who is looking for a wife? Are you out at the club every night, making it rain, doing all of these things, and yet and still you're looking for a wife? No wife wants to see a man raining it in the club, raining it down with money everywhere, and calling himself a husband. No woman wants to see that. So are you really ready to be a husband?
You want children, though?
I do.
Okay. Should she look a certain way?
She has to be somewhat in shape. I prefer. I'm not doing no more like big booty chicks. I ain't doing that no more. I ain't doing no more like petite chicks. I ain't doing that no more. Like a man, I feel like we go through our phases, and I've had my phases where I had nice chicks, light skin, tall, short. Right now, I'm looking for a woman that's well put together.
Okay. Now, should she make a certain amount of money?
No, money's not really an option. Just as long as she can take care of herself and she can have her own car, like her own place or whatever. I can provide everything. Like I pretty much spend probably like I can buy a Ferrari. You know what I mean? Like I can really just spend. You know what I mean? So I'm tired of doing that by myself. I really want to do that for a woman. I really want to do that for my wife. So that's really what I'm looking for.
So you're looking for a woman that you could just spoil and take care of.
Yeah, a woman I can love, spend time with my family. Like I'm always taking road trips. We always taking family trips together. I've had numerous of luxury cars. All those.
Look, why is he leading with his money? There's no reason to lead with your money if you have character, standards, and you're going to be a morally upright person for this wife. Why are you throwing your money around? Are you or are you not good enough to be that husband without throwing money in my face?
Cars I've had, I've always driven by myself, always in between relationships. So like right now I'm really looking for something that's very serious.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra cam. You're kind of doing it, but we got to see your legs.
Do it.
Okay. All right. Shouts to the family. Oh. We got you, Don. So, Don, when was your last relationship?
You want me to be honest?
Do you know the difference between sex and a relationship? You should know when you had your last relationship.
Yes.
It was probably like I mean, I don't really count it, but I'll say
Then why would we need to say it? Why would we need to say that you just had sex with somebody else a day ago? We didn't need to know all of that. See, some of y'all are not ready to be husbands when you do that. It's called flexing, and nobody wants to know that you just climbed out of the bed from whizzing on another female, and now you're out here asking for me.
I'm gonna be honest. It was probably like 2 months ago. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. Why don't you count it?
Because like it was a situation where I was with a wolf in sheep clothing. Like she really appeared to be everything that I thought she was, but it really wasn't. And I don't want to go all deep into it, but it really just wasn't what I thought it was.
Oh, okay. So you fell for the looks before you really got to know her. And then when you got to know her, she was a Jezebel, as they say. So you need to choose better. That's what I've been saying. Please don't explain. We get it.
It wasn't what you thought it was. You got some paid questions. So let me read them to you. Antonio Crown said, you trying to get robbed on this vacation because you showed the money.
Hey, my sister strapped, my brother-in-law strapped, my other brother-in-law strapped. I'm strapped, but I ain't gonna put that on YouTube. So I ain't worried about it.
So if you didn't put it on YouTube, why would you need to say it? This one's a clown.
Pull up if you desire to get shot, I guess.
Hey, this for drizzle.
Let me see if the bands are blue. If the bands are blue, those are $1 bills.
Drizzle, this ain't getting robbed. This drizzle. That's all this is.
Okay, we got some
bands look blue to me.
more. Classy Perspective said, that's not a good start, sir. Never display your money online. You'll attract the wrong type of woman for a first impression.
Absolutely. But that's what he like. Why would you need to have a strap of $1 bills on vacation unless you plan to make it rain somewhere? Where do you plan to make it rain, sir? In the strip club? That's the only thing I could think. Because why would you need a whole bunch of singles on a vacation?
I'm an Aquarius. I'm very articulate and I'm very intelligent. So, of course, if you turned off about money, that's your problem.
Ooh, a lot of people have a way about this money that you showed. Fabulous Faces says, I'm just a little confused. You want a God-fearing, humble woman, but you show 10K in less than 60 seconds. Make it make sense.
Kendra, everybody on the show make 100K. All right. I don't even make 100K. I don't.
He don't make 100K. Your volume went out. Did something happen? You got low.
I'm sorry. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but just got a little lower.
Oh, I clapped. I'm sorry.
Okay. So you don't even make 100K?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Okay.
Nope.
Well, D Green said he enticed the bird gold diggers with the money, Kendra. Seemed like a good catch since he has no kids. Team no kids. The money showing was corny though.
Exactly. I'm very corny. I'm very corny. And very intelligent too.
Why you got to keep telling us that you're very intelligent? You Mark.
Ooh, child, let's keep going, Don. You know you done got them riled up. When was the last time you sent it? Okay.
Let me fix that, Kendra. So I don't lead with money. I was, like I said, that was drizzle. It wasn't like I'm trying.
Oh, okay. So he going to the club and he gonna drizzle. He gonna throw the money all around the club. Yet and still, this is supposed to be somebody's husband. He wants to be somebody's husband. Drizzle all over the club, but he wants to be somebody's husband. Y'all hit the like button, please.
Trying to tell a woman, hey, I got money. I'm trying to show you that on your show, I watch it a lot. My whole family watch your show. They hear all the women talking on your show talking about 100,000, right? So if they're enticed about 100,000, then just show them what they want to see. But that ain't nothing to me. Like, that's not important. That's what I said at first. So if they were listening, they will understand that I'm not leading with money. I'm just showing you what comes on your show.
Also, are you saying that you're mocking the women on my show?
That must have been what he meant, because I didn't really get that.
Showing the money?
Exactly.
How are you doing that again?
That's wild.
I mean, everybody on the show said they make 100K. I doubt that they do. Like the last woman on your show, it's crazy how they can have the expectation to say, hey, I want a man to make 100K and you got a kid. Like, do you not understand that a man that makes money wants to be first? Like, we don't want to be second. Like, we want to be number one.
Oh, here we go with this bullshit again. Would you stop it, sir?
And so if me being number one with no kids, I got money all day. And if you scared about that, then I ain't for you. But everybody in here, they can say they don't want money, or they can say I lead with money. It's whatever. But at the end of the day, they know that they want to know that a man is successfully financially stable. And I am that. That's all I'm going to say.
That's what you're going to say. Let me ask you this question. When was you don't got to answer. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
I ain't going to answer that. I'm an Aquarius. I ain't going to answer that. It's the bomb.com over here. But I ain't going to answer that.
3 flaws you have to work on.
Timing is number one. One of my biggest things, I'm working on timing. That's actually one of the tattoos I got. It means a lot to me. I'm very impatient as well. I like to move things like real fast, real rapid. Like if I feel like your energy off, I'm just like, nah, that ain't it. And then also my relationship with God, like I'm always building and developing, growing that. Like I got a couple necklaces right here. This one is John 3:16, and I always wear my cross on my neck everywhere I go. So
it's a whole bunch of fake Christians running around here.
Anytime you see me, I'm always be a humble guy. I work out a lot. I keep my body up. I just like to keep everything tight. But I got some things I got to work on.
Okay. And why would a woman be lucky to be with you, Don?
We don't know.
Number one, God is number one in my life. I've had a lot of experience in my life. I'm very well cultured. I'm very well diverse. I'm a big, huge family man, as you see. Big on family. Love family vacations. Love taking trips. I love working out. Very physical. I'm just ready to start a new generation with someone.
Okay, let's do it. So we got Don. He's an engineer, 36 Aquarius, lives in Dallas. Should the woman live in Dallas?
I prefer that she lives within like anything Interstate 30. I would say Memphis, South Haven, Arkansas, Texas. I really don't deal with Houston. Houston giving me like some bad vibes, so I ain't really rocking with Houston.
Not rocking with Houston.
Nah, I'm sorry, but I ain't really rocking with Houston. I've been out there plenty of times. I got a lot of brothers out there. I got a lot of all my friends are married, by the way. So it ain't like they working with a dude that don't have the mindset, don't have the people around him, don't have the culture, don't have the intentions. Like I got all that, but in Houston is just a little bit too ratchet. And I ain't gonna cap. It might be something good in Houston. I don't know. But as of right now, I'm kind of chilling on Houston right now.
Oh, no women in Houston. I heard all the pretty girls. Beyonce's from Houston. All the pretty girls come from Houston.
Hey, I've been to Houston plenty of times. Turkey Leg Hut is like the best, right? But like every time you go to Houston, it's always hookah. Like it's always like caps and stuff. Like I'm wearing a cap today because I'm out in Florida, but like I normally wear like dress, like suits and stuff like that, and I really can't dress like that in Houston. Like it's really like other than like going to a steakhouse or like a 5-star restaurant, it ain't like no good places to go to that don't have hookah. Like I don't want to go home every day and I got my fresh $300 cologne on and I'm smelling like smoke at the end of the night. Like I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with it.
Well, I don't know what's going on with him. I mean, he's not a bad candidate. It's just that the arrogance is just terrible, and I don't understand why you see, look, just because you 6'6", I mean, just because you have money, you have look, 6'6" or whatever, but just because you have that doesn't mean that you're worthy of a woman. You could be a degenerate, you could be an asshole. He's a little bit too arrogant because he's leading with the money and thinks he can get the best chick, and that's going to bring the best chicks to him. That's just going to bring the birds. He ain't a bad guy. Would you go out on a date? Would you have coffee with him? Probably. Yeah. I don't know. Is the software kind of messed up? Yeah. Sort of. See, that's the thing. Men, you have twisted software too. Some of y'all got twisted software too. Sometimes y'all don't seem to understand this is not what we want from women. Why is he in the room with his sister and the kids? That's the first thing. Why you ain't in your bedroom doing this video? Why you right there in the front of everybody? Where's the TV at? What's going on? Where's the rest of the men in the family? I don't understand why you're doing it right there. I mean, he may be worthy of a coffee date, but I don't know. Something is off about that dude. I just can't put my finger on it. So I say, we're going to throw you in the pit for now, bro. We're going to throw you in the pit for now because we can't really tell. Here's my next candidate, y'all. My next candidate.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name, babe?
Myron.
Where you calling me from?
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. Okay, how old are you?
I'm 21.
Oh, you just made the age cut. When's your birthday?
June 14th.
You look, you're gonna make some women upset. They're like, we wish she was older. I wish she were older. All right, let's try it. So Myron, 21. What do you do for a living?
I'm a data analyst.
You're a data analyst.
Yes, ma'am.
Data analyst. Do you have any kids?
No.
No kids.
I mean, at least he got his head on his shoulders correctly. I mean, the head, he ain't a goofball. I'm talking about I don't want to go to college and all that other stuff.
What's your zodiac sign?
Gemini.
Mm-hmm. So this is Myron, 21, data analyst, no kids, Gemini. And where you calling me from again?
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida.
Right.
All right, let's do it, boo. What kind of woman you looking for?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I learned about you yesterday. My auntie put me on, and I was watching I was watching your YouTubes, like a couple of your other lives, and I liked what one dude had said. he was like, somebody with a goal, because I'm so young, so I don't need somebody already established in their life. So as long as you got a goal and you working towards that goal, we can work together.
Okay. Do you want to date someone your age range?
Yeah, I would say from 20. I always said 2 years older, so from like 20 to 20, I could go 24. So 20 to 24.
2024. Do you want her to be in Tampa, Florida?
She doesn't have to be.
Oh, okay. Could she have children?
No,
No kids.
no.
No kids. What are your other deal breakers besides kids?
Ooh, I don't know if this is okay to say. She can't, can't be. Yeah, she can't be that. Yeah.
Can't have a hand?
She can't be white.
She can't be white.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, no, it's fine. This ain't white though. This is beige. This is
right,
brown.
right. That's just what we
I know
do.
you're fine. I knew. I knew what you meant. I was.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I knew what you meant. I was gonna make you say it though. All right. So no white women, black women only. Is it black women only or other races?
Black, be exotic. Well, I guess what they call exotic these days, but just deal breaker can't be white. So.
Can't be white. Okay, that's his deal breaker. So we got to how she has to. Does she have to look a certain way? Do you have a body type?
I'm tall. I'm 6'3". So if you're over
6'3",
I am. So if you're over 6'3", then God bless you. But you're not for me. So you can be 6'2", but so 6'2" under, like I say, fit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, since you're asking, I don't like petite. I really don't. So if you're like 100 pounds, I don't really go for that. But I'm not picky like that. But you can't be over 6'3", and you can't be 100 pounds. But other than that,
so he likes tall women. Because usually if they're shorter, they might weigh a little bit less. Okay, he's saying all the right things. He will take them a little bit older if he likes them. It is what it is. A data analyst. Well, I mean, at least he got a decent enough job, which means he's not a nincompoop. Got a little head on something on his shoulders. 6'3". He's saying what he don't like. I mean, but we can still interpret what he does like from some of the stuff he says he doesn't like, though.
Okay.
I want to recite your name and age because let me say this about you're 21, but the unfortunate thing is not unfortunate. I shouldn't say unfortunate, but because of your height, older women will still try to talk to you.
Right.
Yeah, I believe it.
Have you experienced that?
For sure, I have. I don't want to, get into it unless you want to know, but yeah, 110%.
You can share. Listen, we gotta be just like I would protect you if you was a young girl. I want to protect you from the older women. Your age range again was what?
I say 20 to 24, maybe 25. If
they don't talk about it, women don't be talking about it a lot. They give a lot of men flack when they say they want younger women. But older women will date younger men, especially if they have the height.
Right.
Yeah, I was just since you said talk about it, I drive a nice car, and that's usually what like gets people. So like just going to like the mall and different places is when is when I get.
But then again, we got to remember this is I don't know. I think of him as a kid. This is a young man, so. He's looking for, regular, ordinary individual girl. He's not expecting her to have a lot going on. She just can't have any kids. He don't like small girls. He ain't saying he like big girls, but he likes taller girls, I guess. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Approached by older women. Sometimes it happens, once or twice every month. But
don't let them use you for no boy toy.
Yeah, no, not going after that.
Now you talking to a boy. You talking to a man. That's standard come with them. He going if the lady look good.
A good wholesome boy right here. Okay. Do you care how much the money does the woman gotta make a certain amount of money?
Nah, I'm too young to care about that.
Young. Oh, you don't care about that. You just want somebody you want somebody you can build with.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Right.
All right.
He's talking about going to the mall. He really young. But he's tall. He's big.
Yeah, I'm 6'3" for real. Can you see me?
You're 6'3"?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pray for you. Your DMs are gonna blow up, and I want to just make sure it's women in your age category.
That's another thing. I'm telling you, my auntie was trying to tell me. She was like, make an Instagram. I don't have it.
See, here's my thing. Why would you need to get on here? You're as young as you are. You're somewhat handsome, I guess, and you're tall. You have all the qualifications that women are looking for. He's the 6'6". Why is he on here and he's only 21? You don't need to be on here. But I get it. You want to open up your pool. People want to open up their pool. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not.
Instagram. The only social media I have is Twitter, and not a lot of people have Twitter. Like I say, I'm real like old school. So I don't really do social media like that. So yeah, I only have a Twitter, so they don't really got DMs to shoot. I have a Facebook, but I made that.
Wait, do you have an Instagram? So how do you want the women to reach out to you?
I mean, if you know, if someone's watching, they could use that Twitter handle that's on there.
Twitter, can you DM people on Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I always say Instagram, and I'm gonna have my app out, so eventually it's gonna be you got to reach out to them on the app. But in the meantime, okay.
Yeah, this
so
is like less
what is
than a
the
year.
Twitter? And again, no woman under the age of 24. If you over the age of 24, you too old for him.
So,
all right. When was your last relationship?
It was back when I was in high school. I graduated 2020. Yeah.
That's right. You're 21.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When was the last time you was into someone?
Probably senior year college. So last fall.
It's so funny.
Well, at least he ain't knocking them down, unless he's just a tard. At least he ain't knocking them down. I mean, a coffee date. I mean, he deserves a coffee date. He's a kid. He deserves a coffee date.
How young you really are. Senior year in college. All right. What are 3 flaws you have to work on, Myron?
I say my auntie told me to have this ready. I say not I don't like to go out. Like I don't do much. Like I said, I work from home. I make all my money on the laptop, so I don't really get out. So I say getting out more. I say communication. I guess I'm real old school. So therapy and talking about my feelings. I don't really do that much. So I say definitely working on that. And third one. Dang, sorry, Auntie Nay, I don't have a third one. Oh, so your auntie, shout out to your auntie. I was about to ask, is this your mother's sister or your brother's sister? My mom's sister.
Your mom's sister. So she put you onto this.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Oh yeah, he born into the family full of women. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And what's your auntie's name again?
Auntie Nay.
Auntie Nay.
Now, Auntie Nay, you're gonna have to go through the DMs because you set your nephew up. And I don't know if you know my audience, but we're worldwide. And I'm a little nervous because I think women who are over his age category are going to reach out to him. So I want your aunt to make sure every woman has to go through your aunt. I need you to have some protective shields over you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I asked you your 3 flaws. We did that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
I feel like I think my dad raised a real well young man. I feel like I'm way ahead of a lot of people my age. I feel like I'm not where I want to be in life, but I'm getting there. So like I say, if you're lucky to be the lady of my life, like I say, I was watching all last night. I was binge watching you, and another dude was like, I love you like I love my mom. So I was like, wow, that's a fact. So yeah, that's just what it's gonna be. For sure.
I love it. You got good morals on you, Myron. Myron, 21, Tampa, Florida, data analyst, no kids, Gemini.
Right.
And you said no kids. God, there was a girl. Where are you at, Tampa, Florida? There was a girl. She's a little 5 years older. She was super dope. I forget where she was located. I gotta see. You said you watched the video, so she's like one of the third to last videos I posted. She's pretty. She has no kids. I think she's 26.
I think I know who you're talking about, and that's the one my auntie sent me. Was she in Virginia?
Yes.
That's
Okay.
Fallon. Her name's
Sent
Fallon.
you her video?
Fallon. Are you talking about Fallon?
Yes. Adorable. How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay, you look so pretty.
Oh my gosh, Kendra, I've been watching you forever. Oh,
well, I'm happy
God.
to watch forever. Thank you.
I'm nervous now. You caught me off guard.
Don't be nervous. Let's do it. What's your name, baby girl?
Fallon, like Jimmy Fallon.
Fallon, like Jimmy Fallon. Where you calling us from?
From VA.
Virginia. How old are you? You told me 26. Do you have any children?
No.
No kids. What do you do for a living?
I work in IT as a system administrator.
IT assistant.
System administrator.
Administrator.
She looks like her eyes are independent of each other. Kind of easy, yeah.
All right. What's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
Well, we ain't doing women, so you can skip that. He seemed like he was a good candidate. He's worthy of a coffee date. I mean, he is worthy of that. I mean, we can't just say because he's young that he's not ready. I think he's ready. He seems to put himself together. He has a nice job. He's 6'6". Pretty good. This is our next candidate right here. Let's see if we go off the rails.
Hello? Are you
Hello?
ready?
I'm ready.
All right. What's your name, baby?
Orande.
Oran. I had an R wrong. Orande. Orande, where you calling me from, love?
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York. Orande. Brooklyn. How old are you?
48.
48. Orande, Brooklyn, 48. What you do for a living?
Supervisor for transit agency.
What, baby?
Supervisor for a transit agency.
Transit agency. Super. I'm gonna just put super.
My thing is this: if you know that you're struggling with communication and getting your stats and everything out there, why wouldn't you take a class or a course or something like that? You don't have any kids, you don't have a wife. I mean, I don't understand what like this gentleman right here, he's struggling to have a conversation. Why is that okay with y'all to be struggling to have those kind of conversations? I don't understand what's going on with these men.
Supervisor. Do you have any kids?
No.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
Gemini.
Gemini. So we got Orande.
Yes.
Okay, Orande.
Very soft-spoken, very quiet. Is he worthy of a coffee date? I don't know. Not so far. You need to put your game up, son.
Brooklyn, New York, 48. Gemini is a supervisor for transportation, you said?
Yes.
Okay, and no kids. All right, babe, what kind of woman you looking for, boo?
Fit, size 6 to 8. Someone who who has a youthful energy about them. Someone, I like to sort of on the athletic.
Wait a minute, hold up. If you don't have a lot of time talking to women, you should have a lot of stuff on your brain, or you should have some of these answers down pat. You shouldn't have a problem talking to people. Maybe a little nervousness, but you should have thought about all of these things before you got on here.
Side. So
he seems hesitant, distracted, nervous.
The woman that's similar to that.
Okay.
What else? Smart.
What the hell Kendra got on?
As pretty as they can be. Natural. That's important. I'm not, natural as their beauty will show.
Natural as their beauty will show. You got to decide she got to be a 6'8", or could she be less than a 6'8"? Size 6'8"?
less than, yeah, that's fine.
But no more than a size 8.
10, size 6 to 10. That's
6 to 10. 6 to 10.
yeah,
Okay, natural. You said natural as in hair, makeup, body. What does natural mean to you?
right. Natural hair. As little makeup as possible. I don't trip out
Little
the
makeup
heavy.
is fine. Okay.
Yeah.
What are your deal breakers?
See, the thing is, why are y'all asking if she don't have makeup on? This trend or this bullshit to try to tell women they don't need makeup on, or we don't want you to have makeup on because we can't tell what you look like. That shit started online. And then it escaped offline to some of these goofy individuals. Makeup enhances the face. It's not a covering. It don't cover up the total and complete person unless I'm a makeup artist. Regular, normal, everyday women wear makeup to enhance, and they don't look that much different from when they don't have makeup on. So when somebody says, I want natural beauty, no, the fuck you don't. You want her to look beautiful.
Someone who smokes, I don't do that. I don't drink.
What was that? What was that sound?
I mean, I rarely drink. Of course. Yeah, I don't drink. Well, no, I rarely drink. I don't smoke at all.
You don't smoke
No
out?
weed, no none of that. So,
Okay. Do you know Stephanie Outlaw? Stephanie Outlaw sent $5 to say, that's my
she
nephew.
Yes.
might be.
Yeah,
I was
you have an
chatting
aunt
with
named
her earlier.
Stephanie?
She might be family. Because I have a lot of my folks from North Carolina. So.
Okay, well, shout out to Aunt Stephanie who sent $5 to say, that's my nephew. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you this
Oh, you
question.
wrong, 24,
Um,
24.
Office James spending a lot of money for questions tonight. He said $5. He wants me to ask you, what if she becomes sick and gains? Oh, this could be a woman. What if she becomes sick and gains weight, bro? You gonna drop her like a hot potato?
No, well, I guess that's relative to how much weight gain, but no, I don't. What it is I think starting I want a woman. Look, if I took the time to maintain my fitness, I would like to see that in a woman. That's
Okay.
you know.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you did the deal breakers. Do you have any more deal breakers?
Uh, um, well, obviously, what I said, smoking. Hopefully, rarely drinks. Deal break. You know, I guess obviously liars. No liars, no cheating. But no, that's it. That's all I can think of at the
Okay.
moment. Mhm.
Okay. Now, should she look a certain way?
Uh, I'm always gonna bet on black. So
Okay. Be a black woman. What about her
yes,
money? Or how you say Orande?
yes.
Orande.
This damn interview is painful. It's painful. It's like you fiddling to learn to say something. What's going on? What's going on? Why are you so fidgety? Why are you so nervous? What's going on? I mean, you call Kendra G show. You should be ready. It's like he's uh resenting her asking these questions. Like, why you keep asking me? Like, that should be obvious. I mean, it seems like that to me.
Do you care about how much money she makes?
No, not really. No. I
Not
mean,
really.
just be able to care
Oh yeah, he is a provider, and you better watch out. He might be stalking you too.
for yourself, and and you see results of that, and that's as far as the amount of money. No, I'm not. I don't trip on that.
Okay, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Girl, if he 5'3", I'm dead.
Things you can. Okay. See.
Uh-oh. Put him next to something so
See
we
you,
can see.
Orande. Okay. Woo. Turn the light on for him. All right, we see you, Orande. Uh-oh, sneaker fresh. Oh, come on. Pose for him, Orande.
Okay.
Say again.
Okay.
So you pose for them. All right, Orande. 48. You don't have any kids. Does the
You
woman
gotta
have
stop
kids?
breathing.
Preferably no kids.
He in that room by himself. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Preferably no kids. Okay. What's the age range you want to date?
30 to maybe 44, 43, somewhere in there.
He don't care. She's got to be breathing. That's the number one component. She's got to be breathing, and he'll take her.
Okay. Say it again.
I say age 30 to like 30 to 40, like mid 40s, no higher than that.
30 to mid 40s. 30 to mid 40s. Okay. When was your last relationship?
Back in
2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
2021. Well, that wasn't that far ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
That was like 2 months ago.
2 months ago. Okay.
What the hell was that?
Does that is that women an option?
Wait, what the hell was that?
Oh.
No,
I don't know. I don't think so, no.
See, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get some backlash for it, but some of y'all men deserve for a woman to put you on the leash and then take you into life, take you into a relationship. Some of y'all, this is a person that needs somebody to put a leash on his ass and take him into life. That's all I'm saying.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you? Did I just ask you your 3 flaws?
No, you didn't.
Okay. What are 3 flaws you have?
You know, somewhat. I'm kind of on the shy side, but I think I can. When I got something to say, I say. Aloof, maybe at times. Maybe sometimes I might procrastinate on things, but when I focus on something.
See, he needs a woman to take him by the neck, by the hand, and say, "Bring your ass over here and do this, do this, do this, do this." And let's just be clear: there's women on the other side who need a man to drag them into life. There's men on the men's side who need women to drag them into life. Okay? Because they're sitting on the sideline, not normal everyday person, scared to talk, scared to get confronted, scared to be in relationships, scared to hurt another person. They need somebody to take them by the hand. And this looks like that type person.
It's supposed to laser focus. So, but procrastination.
Yeah, like that. You mind, ninja, let's go. Just like that.
Okay.
At times. No.
Now, a user sent this. Let me read this to you. I want to get your take on it. They sent $5. They've been sending money to ask questions. User sent $5 and said, at 48, they actually expect you to be a little bit more mature and what he's looking.
And I said to you, I think that some men need coaching too. This is one of those men.
For ask him if he doesn't think he's being a bit shallow. Isn't he the Rock? I want you to respond, but I also have a response to that.
Am I being shallow as far as?
Yeah, he's a beta, but a solid dude. So he needs a woman to get a hold of him and tell him. Yeah. No, I'm saying.
What I'm looking for?
How about this? I'm going to answer the question for you. Now, here's the deal, ladies. I don't understand when a man talks about a woman's size, all of a sudden we got words like a man's not mature, a man's not shallow. When y'all call me up and ask for Bigfoot every motherfucking night, he got to be 6 feet, muscle down, only want to be with you, had no kids. Y'all look for Incredible Hulk every single damn night. But as soon as a man say, I don't want a woman that weighs more than 10, a size 10, oh, good gracious. Did he just say, now he is shallow because he don't want a woman that weighs more than size 10? Well, maybe he too small for your big ass. Okay, how about this? Let's just have this rule. Not calling you small, but you know what I'm trying to say. A man wants to be the bigger person sometimes in a relationship. And some of y'all, and I'm gonna say it, and listen, I'm not the skinniest girl at this moment, so I'm not just talking to you. Luckily, I got a man who likes.
He's a solid dude. He's a solid dude. I ain't saying he's not. I'm saying he's a beta. He's a beta, and he needs somebody to lead him. And it's a female with a little bit more personality. He don't need no shy chick. He needs a chick with a personality that says, let's go do this. And he's agreeable to that.
My weight. So
it is what it is.
Thank you, Jesus.
Nobody's saying anything about the dude.
But now back.
But this is what you call a beta. And there's nothing wrong with betas. Nothing wrong with betas, except you need to know your lane. You need to know that you're a person that's going to follow a female, and you want a strong personality in a female. Nothing wrong with knowing that. Don't be trying to be nothing that you ain't. He should know what he is. True enough, he's an older man, but he still should know that he's a beta. And there's nothing wrong with that. He needs an aggressive woman to take his hand and say, bring your ass over here. We're going to do this, this, this. And I guarantee you, they going to shine, him and her. They going to shine because that's the kind of man he is. There's nothing wrong with betas. Know that you're a beta. Just know that you're a beta. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
So y'all, stop complaining when men got weight requirements. Get your ass to the gym, okay? The good.
Hey, you guys. Anybody want to come on the panel? You can.
The thing about your weight is you can change it. Now, men can't become 6 feet. Men out here doing leg surgery and shit because they realize at 5'6", they can't get no woman. So now, like y'all getting BBLs, men out here getting kneecaps because they know that they ain't tall enough to get a woman. So stop crying.
Black America, do you see that house? Do you see where he is? He has nothing in that house. He's a supervisor. He's dressed to the nines with all his shoes and his clothes on. No furniture. He's a beta. And there's nothing wrong with that.
When a man tells you how much he desires a woman to weigh, when y'all asking me for 6'7" men every single day. Now, the question was for you, but I had to answer it. I'm sorry.
No problem.
All right. Now, why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
Intelligence. You know, I try to bring that to the table. Always in a mode of learning,
right?
And liking to pass that on. So I believe that, you know, my influence should be positive on a woman. So, you know, so the kind of woman that can that likes to draw from that, you know, I like to do those kind of things. You know, any which way we can learn, you know, we all are better for it. What else? You know, I'm big on health, so you know, I always try to keep myself.
Hey guys. Thank you for coming over. Hey guys.
So you know, and I am not on any drugs, no medications, you know, so I'm good to go. You know, can run 4 or 5 blocks flat if I need to, you know, and that's a discipline that I try to instill within myself. So.
Okay.
That's what I'm hoping to look for in a woman. So, you know, these are, I guess, attributes I hope that.
Stop talking, dude. Stop talking.
There's nothing wrong with him. He's just, there's nothing wrong with being a beta. There's nothing wrong with being a beta.
Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling?
Okay. You gonna stop calling this man a beta.
Y'all better stop.
You gonna stop calling. Listen, he's not a beta. He is a nice guy.
Yeah.
So this is the thing about it. People use alpha, beta. I'm gonna tell you the God's honest truth. Every man has it in him to be that dog. Every man. If you touch any man in the wrong way, he has that ability to switch and become something that you never thought that you would see out of that person. Okay. It just takes the right thing.
So do you think there's different types of men though? That's my question.
I do think that there's different levels of men. Right. There's different, but no, it's not different types of men. We're all the same. We are all the same, but it's different levels. It's like playing a video game and you start at level 1 and then you build in your level 2 and then you build in your level 3. We all start at the same place. Some of us just don't make it to a higher level.
And so he
So what he is, I'm gonna explain to you what he is, because I counsel a lot of men like him. What he is, and way I explain it to men when I explain it to them, your mom raised a very nice boy. She didn't raise a good man.
Mhm.
You see what I mean? So he was raised to be nice and kind and courteous. I don't smoke. I don't drink. Oh, if I got a fart, I'm going to go in the other room. I'm not going to offend you. I'm going to say I'm sorry if I step on your toe. But when me and Zeus come into the room, we're like, we're fuck you boys. We're regular boys. We smoking in the boys' room. We cussing. We 12, 10, 11, 12 years old, looking at little girls' panty lines and grabbing those little training bra straps on the back. And
but he's not doing that. He's not the guy.
So he's a nice boy. He was raised to be.
You mean?
No, he's not. He's not a simp. Because he's only going to go so far. Like I said, he's a nice man looking for a nice female. But if you push him too far, you will still end up in a freezer somewhere. This is that kind of guy.
Whoa. Okay.
This is Black America. Can I jump in?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
So I'm going to tell you, I love the way you think, because it's not the way I think. And I'm hearing you talk, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm saying the same thing. I'm just putting it together differently. So
you're a nerd.
And no, I'm not using to say him a beta, calling him a beta to denigrate him. I'm just trying to make the distinction between the alpha, which he doesn't appear to be, or the sigma, which is the flipped coin of a alpha. He's a little less than that. He doesn't come across as aggressive in any way. He comes across nervous, a little bit hesitant, aloof, like he says, but that's not a beta, you say. In the audience, they said beta. So what would you call him?
No. Okay. So
he's not an alpha.
Let me jump in. So alpha is external. Sigma is internal. So an alpha always wants to show you their car, their house. Sigmas are not flashy. Right. And what I was trying to connect with Black America, I didn't hear what he said, but Black America is saying, this is what, okay, so when somebody says, I'm a Pisces, we have all the birth signs inside of us, but the one that's leading is the Pisces. That's what they're saying. When you say, is that person a simp? No, they're not a simp, but they have simp behaviors. This guy has good guy behaviors. Those have to be unwired and say, here's what you're going to do. So putting him with an aggressive woman is like a whole earthquake shift. He needs to, I put this in the chat, he needs to be appreciated because he's a team player. At work, he's the guy, when they can't get something done, he figures it out. He's the guy when people don't know how to talk to the other person, he goes over there and says, hey, can we just do this so everybody can get, he's that guy. But he doesn't have the other characteristics that people see on TV and social media. He needs a woman who will appreciate him for what he has and then give him like hey, let's try these 3 steps.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said he needs an aggressive woman to come
not aggressive woman will be Black America saying she will be in the freezer. I'm in.
Not aggressive because he will split her in half if listen. I'm trying to tell you guys this. You guys think that men are nice. I don't think that none of us as men are nice, right? We can be and do heinous things. Men can do heinous things and it doesn't bother us. If it's an aggressive one, he will put up with it but for only so long. And then she will come home and all of her shit will be burning in the front yard. So you can't,
Bingo.
so aggressive to us is violence. And even guys like this, they deplore violence. They hate it. But once they get to a point, they go so far. They go so far because, like I said, me and Zeus are the boys who smoking in the boys' room. We pushing, we clawing, we doing this. His mom was like, stay away from them. Don't be like them. Those are bad boys, right? But all of his bad boys, it get to all come out at once and it be ugly as fuck. You see what I mean? Because it has my mom told me this when she said, never hit a woman. She says, but if you have to hit a woman, you hit her as hard as you can so that she knows to never hit you again.
Okay.
And she gave me rules. You hit her from the waist and below. You don't hit her in the stomach. So you hit her in the buttocks and you hit her in the thighs, but you hit her as hard as you can so she knows to never hit you again, because you're not going to beat somebody. Me hitting HQ, if I hit you in the thigh, you're not going to be able to walk for a week or 2 weeks. You're not. If I hit you if I hit you in the face, I could crush your skull and kill you.
Well, we done went too far in the conversation.
No.
Wait a minute. No, we just asking for a coffee date, Black America. We ain't going that far.
No.
We just asking for a coffee date.
No, but you're talking about aggressive, and what I'm saying is, it has to
All
be
men
focused.
can be aggressive. I get
Right. It has to be focused and centered in a certain area. If it's not, this is why I say all emotional men are dangerous, because it's not focused anywhere. It just go all over the damn place. And it's dangerous for everybody on the streets.
So he can get what he's asking for. This is what we're saying. We can get this guy. No. What does this guy need to do to get what he wants?
Get a whole lot of money.
I thought he was a normal, everyday, average guy.
He is, but most men need to get money. He needs a little bit more help. He's an average looking dude. He needs money. He should go buy a Harley, start calling women bitches. He needs to change up his shit. He's not going to get it. Zeus. Women don't like men like this.
Zeus.
I'm here with you. I'm here with you.
So what does he need to do?
Okay, so what would a woman add to his life? Here's what I think a woman would add to his life. She would say, hey, when you get on those videos, let's get you a light ring so you look a little bit better. Hey, let's get you a backdrop so you look a little bit better. She would enhance and appreciate those things, and she would have to tell him 2 or 3 times. And now the wrong woman would tell him, they don't appreciate you at work. Let's get you a new job. Another woman would say, hey, what else is there above you? Let's see if we can get you those things. That's what I'm talking about, appreciation and giving him like those little small goals, because he'll do it because he has a provider mentality.
And that's what I'm talking about to you all. He needs a woman to take him by the hand. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm. But I think what Black America, and I know I'm speaking for him and I don't mean to, there has to be a happy medium between giving him the super alligator aggressive woman versus
but I didn't say super alligator.
I know you didn't. I'm just making the clarification. Right. Lord have mercy. Lord.
I get you.
Okay.
I get you.
With that said,
he does need someone to take him by the hand. He is that.
He needs a woman's touch. We agree on that. Right. What Black America and I are saying is there has to be some kind of masculine energy that comes around him and shows him how to negotiate that energy. That's what we're saying.
And I'm saying to you, there's different types of men on this planet, just like it's different types of women. Some men are not going to lead. Some men are going to follow, just like there's some women that are going to lead and some women that are going to follow.
So let me say this.
Hold on. He looks like the type of person. His personality looks like the type of personality that he needs an aggressive woman to take him by the hand and say, we're going to do this, honey. What do you think? And he's going to say, okay, it's in line with my program, and he's going to go along with it. That's the type of man he appears to be. And there are some, it just is what it is. There's some men on this planet that are going to be led by women that have more of an outstanding personality than they do, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Nothing more, no less. Because it'll work for their relationship. You've seen those pictures where the woman says, come along, dear, come along, dear. He's one of those men. That's it. He's a provider, but he's going to be taken by the hand by a lady that's a little bit more aggressive than him. And then their marriage and their relationship is going to work. When I say aggressive, I don't mean ratchet. Stop thinking of aggressive as ratchet. That's not ratchet. That just means you're a little bit more outgoing than the next girl. That's all that means. He has a very muted, aloof, quiet personality. He needs someone.
He's a freak. He's a freak. He hasn't been able to tap into that.
He needs someone the opposite of him. He is his person. Someone said it. He's already an adult male. He's in it. He's late 30s, early 40s. He's not going to change. He needs an assertive woman to bring that personality out of him. Otherwise, he's going to be the way he is all the time. What does it look like? Two people scared to talk to each other in a room. That means I'm not talking. He's not talking. We're both in the room. We're just sitting there quietly, trying to be nice. He needs someone to bring that personality out. He needs an assertive woman. That's what he needs. Whether that's aggressive or not, that's what he needs. People keep saying, no, he let him lead. Some men are put on this planet to be led, period. And he seems to be one of those men.
What if this man, now we don't know him, right? We don't really know where he's from or his backstory, right? What if this man is been in his particular job field for the last 20 years and has 15 employees under me? Is that a leader?
Yeah.
Is he a leader?
Right. A leader in your job is different from a leader at home.
And that's what I'm telling you. I can do a lot of things, but I tell you what, HQ, I don't buy shoes. I don't shop for myself. One of my girls goes shopping for me. She probably goes like every month and a half. She knows I don't require a lot, so she goes every month and a half, and I just end up with new shit. Right. Because she's I'm gonna get in the back of the lowrider. I'm gonna be riding my motorcycle. I'm gonna be at the welding shop. I'm gonna be working on these trucks. I'm gonna be doing anything to mess up these clothes. Once she bought me a $700 Versace shirt, I got right in the car with some Python boots on and got right up underneath it. So she knows not to do me. So it's not a leader. Different people have different positions that they feel. It doesn't have, I don't know. I understand what you're saying. I just don't like the way you're using leader in the context or lead him around in that context.
I'm saying maybe leader may not be the right word, but he's very introverted. He's an introverted person, and an introverted person doesn't need another introverted person in order to fulfill their life. They need someone who brings their personality out, brings them into the life more than he's just going to sit on the sideline.
Men are boring. We want to just go to work and go home and watch some TV. I don't want to go to the fucking movies. I'm never going to the opera. I'm not going to no goddamn symphony. I'm not doing none of that shit. I want to go to work, come home, eat a sandwich, and get a blowjob. That's it.
Yeah. With that being said, Aaron, welcome to the panel, sir.
Hello. Thanks for having me, HQ. Greetings to the gentlemen on the panel
Yes.
Peace to your chat. Perhaps maybe a perspective shift. I think. Do you mean to say he could use someone that is more proactive? Because I'm thinking of the
Yes.
difference between presentation and execution. When you
Right.
say aggressive or leader, that does give off the air that the presentation is going to be assertive. And I would submit that maybe he or she would want to definitely be more demure in times of conflict. See, because when you say aggressive, the presupposition is in time of conflict. Because what the premise you're operating under is under a time where they're working in unison. What happens when they're working in opposite directions?
Right.
Her aggression is going to get her in some pretty. The temperature of the water is going to go beyond room temperature.
Right.
But maybe she needs to be more initial or more proactive. You know what I mean? Like more forward with the what's that?
Proactive probably would be a more color to his very aloof, introverted personality. You know how if someone just leaves you alone, you're gonna have the same thoughts in your head. There's no kind of dynamic that you can bounce your ideas off of. You want someone to be different from you, because if they're both shy and introverted, they're both going to sit in the room and not really explore life. When I say aggressive, I don't mean like rah rah. I mean like, let's do this. You always wanted to do this. Let's do this. Let's try that type of woman. A woman that
more forward facing. I got you.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Can I jump in?
That's execution. You can present that in a demure fashion still, right? I think that's kind of what you're alluding to.
I think a good example, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I think a good example of that is Arlette leads without being aggressive. That's the balance. Not saying that there's a lot of Arlettes out there, but she does it in a finesse type of way. And that's what I think I'm saying. And I think the gentleman he's just bringing another good point in. So with that, I apologize for interrupting. Go ahead.
So we have to admit though that that not all men want to lead. Not all men want to lead, right or wrong.
I think the confusion that he's a leader at work. He is a leader. That's what Black America is saying. He at work, he's a worker bee. He's a higher level worker bee. If you were in high school and you needed your homework done, he's the guy. But he's not going to let you bully him. But most people can't see that because it always gets done. He at work, he's the guy who gets you need that project done? It takes extra hours. I'll do it. He's that guy.
I get all of that. I'm just saying the personality, the aggressive personality, or the mean personality, or the very takes charge personality is not there. That's all I'm saying. It's not there.
Are you familiar with the show All About Us, or what? Or no. I think it's from a video game. There's a guy who's the lead actor in that. He's the same personality, but when you see him act, he's very good at leading, right? But when he goes to award shows, I forgot what it is that he suffers from, but he becomes like super, super shy. Like this guy would be, in a social situation, and I'm just going to use a gala. If they went to a gala, he's going to freak out and do the wrong shit. So
are you talking about The Last of Us?
Last of Us. Thank you very much, Black America. The Last of Us.
Pascal.
He wouldn't have gotten all the roles he had because when he gets to award shows, he freaks out. He can't be in public. It's all that nonsense. That's where the woman coming in and saying, hey, baby, we're going to do this. And every 15 minutes, every 40 minutes, whatever it is, put us on a timer. I'm going to come check on you. Hey, if you're in a sticky situation, rub your ear. I'm going to do this. That's where that balance of helping us understand, because we're not going to be better than women in social situations because they know they grow up being actresses. So that's what we're saying, that needed element that men don't have, that we need, that will create him to be he's not going to ever be a better speaker. He's not ever going to walk in a room and be the cool guy. Right. But in his arena, he's going to be awesome. With that said, I'm in.
So that's the guy. So he deserves more than what he's asking for, or he deserves what he's asking for. Seems like a solid guy to me. Yeah, solid guy. Right. And I'm just saying, the men on Kendra G show, we just have to take another look. Are they solid guys, solid enough to say, okay, I'm asking for this, and the right chick should come along, and then he shouldn't have an issue with finding the right girl. That's all I'm saying. He seems like a solid guy to me. So that's all I'm saying.
Aaron, I apologize. Will you finish what you were saying? Will you jump in there?
Oh, Aaron jumped off. Okay. Here's our next guy. Our next guy. Aaron is always jumping off. He's either in the car or doing something. This is our next guy.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. You gotta sit up, baby.
Okay.
What's your name, Emmanuel?
Yes, it is.
And where you calling me from?
California,
California. How old are you, Emmanuel?
39.
39. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an engineer.
Engineer. Do you have any kids?
No.
No kids. Where are you from originally, Emmanuel?
Originally from Cameroon.
Okay, Cameroon.
Cameroon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Emmanuel, California, engineer, 38. No kids. What's your zodiac sign? Do you believe in that?
I don't believe in it, but I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Okay. Let's do it. Emmanuel, 39, California, engineer, no kids. What kind of woman are you looking for?
I'm looking for, someone caring, ready to, start a family.
Right, start a family.
Yeah.
What are your deal breakers?
I would say someone who is selfish. Yeah, who doesn't want kids.
Who doesn't want kids? Okay.
Yeah.
So she doesn't want kids. Could she have kids already?
Maybe one.
They're telling me your TV's on. I do hear something.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is a couple months ago, Q.
Maybe just one.
She got one kid. Okay.
Yeah.
She got one kid. Okay. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I got confused. Does she have to look a certain way?
I'm into working out, so I would like my woman to, like work out as well.
Okay.
Look healthy.
Look healthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, why did she stop seeing the African guys? Why did she do that? Saying she didn't want
scammers. Because a lot of the guys from African countries, like some of my buddies right now, they go over to Africa and do deals. But a lot of those African dudes, they be scamming you on land and fire sticks, like anything that's coming from the continent, jewelry. They will hike the price up. It's scammers over there. A lot of scamming going on.
Oh, wow.
Another podcaster, female podcaster, busted her that he had went to federal court. That wasn't his real name. He had been busted like 17 different charges. He'd been to court like 20 times. Ashy Feet, Kendra's boyfriend. That's what happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the podcaster like busted her all out, like put all that. She was like, Kendra, you telling me this, and this. I'm gonna tell everybody. And she just like went on for like 2 minutes, all this stuff he had did. And like all these aliases. He had like a bunch of aliases he was working under too.
Ouch.
2 weeks later, Kendra wasn't on, she wasn't doing a lot of press, and then boom, he was gone.
My question is, she is rich. Why you don't have nobody doing background checks on these people that get around you, if that's the case?
Well, my thing is, she is rich. HQ, any man who has that amount of resources, do we hear them belly aching about getting a woman?
No.
It's funny to me that we never hear successful men with resources or that looks the way the ladies like talking anything about women. It's only and Kendra's good. I would hit that. Like, I mean, she looks like she getting a little bit heavy though, like she getting a little bit porky, but she's a decent looking woman, right?
Yeah.
And she has money. You don't find men in the inverse with her same problem, because and that's when it comes in where we say, oh, the woman's money and stuff doesn't matter. She needs to get a man that she likes and she wants to rock out with and take care of him, just like a man would a woman. That's what she needs to do. Find a nigga you like and fucking go buy him a car and say, hey, come move in the house. We here. You know what I mean? That's what she needs to do. But I don't think women, you guys aren't programmed to love us unconditionally and take care of us like that. The only thing that's the problem.
Right.
Tall. I'm tall. I'm tall, so I would like her to be tall as well.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
So how tall you want her to be?
About anywhere from 5'7".
This is good. I love when tall men want tall girls, because I feel like I be feeling bad for tall girls. Understandably so, they want a tall man. So okay, 6'3", got you. And you want a girl 5'7" and up. I like that.
Not bad.
You gotta make a certain amount of money.
I would say probably 60,000 a year.
Okay. What was your kid rule again? She can't have kids, or she can't?
She can.
Maybe preferably no kids, but one is fine.
One is fine. Okay. Is two too much?
My whole thing is, when you open up the door for one kid, you might as well take 2 kids.
Bingo, but guys don't know how to stand on that. That's something we need coaching on.
See, he came in the door and said, I don't want no kids. Now he's saying he want 2 kids. He'll take 1 kid. So why not just come with the 2, 3 kids?
Well, what was his introduction? What was his introduction? When you first saw him? No, hold on a second. When you first saw him, how was he positioned?
Laying down.
He was that tell you right there. I ain't got no social skills. That's being casual. That's not being a king.
I wouldn't take it that far, but brother, I do understand, and this is the main thing. This is the most important thing for men and women. As men, once again, we don't like the shit you guys do, but we always want to be by you. We want to be pussy adjacent, right? We want to be by some vagina. I love Aaron to death. I watch him and him. Me and Zeus go to the basketball court. We be kicking it, but I can't wait to get home to get to a pair of breasts and some soft booty cheeks, right? We want to be vagina adjacent. And so, yeah, I'm going to take 1 kid. Then you know what? The thing is thing, and I'll take the 2 kids. Okay. You know what? She's pretty enough. She got a pretty face. I'll take 3 kids. And then you start dealing with baby daddies and you start dealing with all of these things. And it starts to bring down you as a guy and just make you less and less and less and less. So,
Aaron, what you say?
What's that?
What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, a pussy adjacent, no, a pussy approximate. I get what he's saying. Yeah, you definitely want to be in close proximity to the female of the species. I'm not arguing that.
This guy walked in the door. He said he didn't want to deal with no kids, and then he turned around and said 1. And I said, if you say 1, then you mean 2. Then because you didn't stand on the 0 kids after you said it. The first couple minutes, you said it at the beginning. Now he's changing his mind.
So my issue with him is the flip-flopping, especially from 0 to 1. If you go from 1 to 2, that's not a quantum leap. I mean, you might consider circumstances or your finances may improve, and you're all right, that's a load increase I can handle or I'm willing to put up with. But going from none to any amount is a quantum leap, and that's where I take issue. I'm a stepfather of 2.
Damn, what was that, Zeus?
Yeah, that's my Kevin Hart. Damn.
Oh, okay.
There's not a happy stepfather day. There's not enough love for stepfathers. That's what I think.
Yeah. So nothing in this world is absolute.
Right.
But with that said, what you're saying is true. However, there are outliers that exist, I would say.
Outliers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe in
In
outliers.
other words, huh?
I said I believe in outliers too. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. Thank you.
Well, only if maybe
we're gonna see how he explains going from 0 to maybe 1 or 2 kids.
You know, if she available and the baby daddy is not, no baby daddy drama.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Let's do the Kendra Cam. Okay. The saying you look good.
Oh, thanks.
So, Emmanuel,
yes, ma'am.
When was your last relationship?
Right.
3 years ago.
2 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'll pass.
You'll pass.
Yeah.
What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
Impatient. I can be impatient. What else? Yeah, impatient.
You only have 1 flaw?
See, that's the thing. When people hesitate to say what their flaws are, I have a problem with that, because you're supposed to know, if you're an adult, you're supposed to know some of the things that you need to work on. And if you don't know the things you need to work on, how are you on here asking someone else to take on things that you don't even know, or problems or issues that you don't even know that you have? That makes no sense to me. Right? So I look at this, and when I hear her person hesitate about what's wrong or what are their flaws, I'm like, oh no, that's a red flag already by itself, that you don't know, or you can't self-reflect quickly. Like if somebody say, hey, Ace Q, what's your flaws? I'd be like, I'm stubborn, cantankerous, I hate to be late, I can't stand other people being up on me. I mean, I can run down the list because I've thought about these things. He ain't thought about these things.
I say that's all I have.
He don't
All
know.
you have is 1 flaw.
That's all I have.
Wow.
Well, let me ask this question. Why would women be lucky to be with you?
Okay, I'm caring. You know, I know what I want. Stable financially.
We've seen another flaw.
Yeah, financially stable. You know, I know what I want.
You know what you want.
Why is it that people have a hard time saying the negative aspects about their personality, but it's all right off randomly? They can run and say all the good parts about them. Okay?
Well, I think he revealed another one of his flaws, and it contradicts what he just said, talking about he knows what he wants. One of his flaws is indecisiveness, and that quantum leap from 0 to 1.
Right. That's a bad thing right there. That's a
love it. Love you, Aaron. That's awesome. Love you.
Right. Right. And I'm like, how you can come up with this and not know that? How you come up with what you're saying and you don't even understand that you look bad when you said what you said? Not terrible, but it's like, look, you say something in the moment and not put any thought behind it. And that's how old is he? 30 something? Or 30 something? You don't know, and you're 39. These are flaws about myself. I understand what I am.
Well, it's hard.
What?
It's hard to put your flaws out, especially if you're trying to present something in a way to people to come off in a good light. I'm the first thing I do when I meet women, I'm not gonna tell them I'm an asshole and I got 3 permanent women and You will just be a bust down. But I do because I am an asshole, and I believe in being truthful.
Right.
I believe in being honest. So it's like,
believe me, I have never ran across a person like you, Black Amir. Definitely.
Well, that's because I'm gonna tell you why. It's hard to be in the position that I am because I think I went crazy a long time ago, but it set me free.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it's like when people have to think about their consequences. I don't think about the consequences like that. I'm going to do, and then I'll either ask for forgiveness or I'm gonna just say fuck you, and I'm gonna keep on moving. And it doesn't matter what situation it is.
Right.
That is the way that I am. So it's gonna be like, okay, well, fuck you. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I'm gonna do anyway. And it's hard, especially for men, because we have to present a certain way so we could garner a woman's attention. If
Right.
I don't worry about garnering a woman's attention because, like I said, if I walked into a club and it's a bunch of fat chicks, I'm going to get one of them. I'm going to snag a couple of beauties.
Keep going.
I'm gonna use Aaron for an example. Aaron is a big man.
Right.
I seen that beautiful picture with him and his family and his wife and stuff. This is the type of man that women say, oh, this man is going to protect me. This is the type of man I want, right?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to worry about garnering a woman's attention. He's like 6'5", 200, 300 pounds. Like, and he's not no big old sloppy. He's not no big Ruben Stutter dude. Right. He's a big dude that looks like he can lift up my Harley. I'm going to call him if I need some help type shit. So he doesn't have to worry about it. And it's men that have to worry about, ooh, what if I can't? We don't certain guys, we don't get to use those words. I can't. I didn't grow up with I can't do this. I can't do that. So it's lack. If you feel like you're going to lack, and that's why I really don't even appreciate men being on this show, because it shows a deep sign of them lacking in certain areas and even having to present in this form. It's horrible.
So that she don't get as many men on this show, but when she does, it seems as though they try to put themselves in a small category for and then it comes across as really stiff and not authentic. A lot of them come across as not authentic to me, but that's just me. I got one more. Yeah. No, let me go. Let me keep going.
Are you gonna pay all the bills?
Most of it, like I'll say probably 80%, 80 to 90%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Emmanuel, 39, Capricorn, engineer, 60K, no kids. All right. How can the woman reach out to you?
Yeah.
On my IG.
IG?
Yes.
Can you give it to them?
That's M as in Mary, E as in ball, O Oscar, U umbrella, K, E as in echo, and then Young.
Tiana said, that's my husband, y'all. Okay, they about to come for you. Give it one more time, your contact info.
And he's good to go. He's good to go. And that's fine. But I got one last guy, the opposite of the last guy, the opposite of the first guy. The first guy was flashy. We didn't like him much. This is a young guy, and I'm putting the young guy up here because we have older men on the panel, and we need to hear what this young man needs to do to get better at where he at in his station in life. So let's listen to this guy, because y'all got the advice for somebody like this.
Hey, where are you calling from?
I'm at work.
Okay. What's your name, sir? Saint?
Yeah, it's Key Warren Luke. I go by Saint. I just got Saint Luke on the app.
Okay. Where do you work?
I work at Checkers.
Okay, Checkers. Checkers in what city? Where you calling us from?
Oh man, Tampa, Florida.
Okay.
Y'all still got the big Buford?
Yeah, they still got the big Buford #1.
All right, Saint, how old are you?
35.
What's Checkers?
Checkers is like a burger
The
shop, like
Eagles?
McDonald's. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All new
Like
Kendra G
McDonald's.
singles dating app is available Google Play Store and download now.
Hey.
All right. So what do you do for? I mean, you work at Checkers. Are you the manager? You the lead cook? You on the front line?
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything, man. I just started working here January 13th.
Okay.
But yet he on the Kendra G show looking for him a woman. What is he asking for?
Checkers. All right. What, you have any kids?
No, sir. I don't have no kids.
No kids.
Why he ain't further along in his career?
Well, because once again, you have levels. Once again, it's like a video game for men. If he would have started off at Checkers at 20, then I would expect him to be the regional manager. If he got, if he got set back in certain areas, in certain places in his life, i.e. going to prison, or he didn't graduate school and things of that nature, then he'll get set back and he'll be working from a deficit. He's always going to be working from a deficit. When I tell women, hey, don't date a man with more than 5 pair of shoes, it's not because I'm saying that date a man who doesn't have anything. If a man spends that much money on himself and much time on himself, he's not going to be able to pour into you. When I tell a woman that don't date a man who hasn't been in a certain job field or career more than 5 to 8 years, it's because of the stability. You have to show that stability in something. Mm-hmm. So if he's at Checkers at 35, this young man, what he's telling me is he has no stability right now. And not saying that he can't change in the next 5 years, because but 35, he's way behind the 8 ball on his stability category.
Aaron, you frozen? Are you frozen?
Yeah.
Aaron? Oh,
am I here?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. No.
I hear you now.
I mean, I don't have anything unique to add. Yeah, I would say just he needs to hit kind of a reset button and do the whole self-development thing from the letter A. Just go down to the bare wood and just rebuild. He's just ill-equipped. He's ill-focused, and he's ill-oriented. He's not pointing in any direction that can be articulated to have a future. Not that I can. I mean, I'm working with limited information, right? But just from just how he presents and listening, I don't know.
And this is almost like this is what women run into. A lot of women run into this particular dynamic. No career, no real career on the record, just working a job, not really focused about the future.
See, so I can't believe that though, HQ. So this is why I can't believe.
I'm showing you a guy. I'm showing you the guy.
I dig it, but I don't think that this is the norm for men. We in our 20s, we get to try out a bunch of things. Did I like construction? Not really. Did I like working in hotels? I love working in hotels, but that's not where I'm at. Once you hit about 31, 32, you kind of start to settle into where you're going to be. And he is at Checkers at 35.
Yes.
This is not where he wants to be. This is just where he is. So what Aaron is saying about the reset is, and he'll come up quickly. If he went to a trade school, started off as an electrician, still at 35, by the time he's 40, he'll be making over $100,000. If he went to a plumbing school, anything in the next 5 years, if he started today, anything within the next 5 years that's blue collar, he'll be making $100,000.
Okay.
But like Aaron said, he needs to go back to zero, and he needs to go through the game all over again and start to rebuild himself from there. Other than that, he is at the wrong juncture. He's at the wrong starting point. And I don't believe that most men that are of a certain age are starting at this point. And if they are at this point, these are the type of men that I say you fucked up. And these are the type of men that I tell women, you shouldn't even talk to this guy. How long you been in your job here? Oh, I'm working at Checkers. Okay, well, have a nice day, sir.
Well, let's listen. Let's listen more. Let's listen. We don't know. We don't know.
Have you ever been married?
Let's listen.
I'll be back. Let me get some water.
No, sir.
He said what?
Okay. What's your zodiac
How
sign?
surprised I got on. This is my first. Sagittarius. Sagittarius.
What's the character?
Sagittarius, they're lucky, good luck people, happy go lucky. They go with the flow, happy energy people, Sagittarius.
Right.
Okay. So you got all the things.
We got Saint. He works at Checkers. I'm gonna say you do everything at Checkers.
Right. I do a little construction on the side too. I just got this right here in the meantime. I just moved out here in Tampa back in June last year. So, I'm still just like trying to get my feet wet.
Yeah. 35, lives in Tampa, no kids, never married. He's a Sagittarius. What type of woman you looking for, man?
Man, I'm just looking for a woman. Really, first thing, no kids. Honest, preferably a Christian. Not all that drama, confusion. Just like a basic good woman. I know that like they're kind of hard to find. I know the dating market got a turd in it, but it's some still out there.
Why should I stop and talk to him?
You shouldn't.
You're not gonna stop and talk to him. He's charismatic. He gonna draw you to him. He gonna walk over. Hey, by the way, I got some extra fries. Do you want these? That's how he gets in. He's that guy. He's that guy. He don't need nobody to start anything for him. And I also think Aaron's right on the reset. Black America, I love what you said about the shoes.
You think that this man, you think this is the man that a 35-year-old woman or a 34-year-old woman is going to go over there and say, because he has charisma, that she's going to deal with a man at Checkers?
If he has her look, if this young man, right, if this young man is 6'2" and has a Morris chestnut body, women are going to flock to him. And that's where they're making their mistake.
See, I would have to ask him, why are you at Checkers at 35? When I know I'm not at Checkers at 35. I'd have to ask him, why are you at Checkers at 35? Okay. That's what I would ask him. And what would the question? Well, let's listen.
Why you say it's hard to find a good woman?
I mean, it is like the past couple of months, I ain't had good luck. The communication been bad, and
why is he out here looking for a woman and he's not able to provide or do nothing for a woman? Because he can't be making a lot of money. Is he worth going on a coffee date with? And he can't do it. See, my whole thing is that are you ready for a relationship or ready for a woman or ready for any of those things? Me and him would be in it all the time. You need to get a better job. You need to do this. You need something different, because we can't be right here. I can't be dealing with a $15 an hour job. That just ain't gonna work.
But that's not the way it works, HQ. So the way it works is just like you got married. Your husband had one job, then he got a better job, and then he got a job where he settled into that was his best job that carried him on to the end of his days. That is, once again, different levels. That is the way it works.
Mm.
Married men don't make more just because they make more. They make more because they have responsibilities that they love, honor, and cherish, and that they have to take care of. And then, then they now say, well, I got a baby, I have to do this. I got a wife, I have to do this. Men, if you guys would let us have sex with you in caves and mud huts, we'd still be living in the Stone Ages. Because we don't care where we fuck you, right? It doesn't matter. Guys like this, as long as he has the looks, and I told you before, as long as you have the looks and you can get some cheeks,
he's on the lower end of the scale. Let's be clear. Stephen James, $2. And so shout out to everybody. Thank you, Stephen, for the super chat. He's on the lower end of the scale. He's not on the top end of the scale. Okay.
And he's because of his pay.
Job.
Because of his pay.
Because of his pay.
To me, this nigga look like Seal, right? You know who Seal the singer is? But all of those women love Seal. Women love Lenny Kravitz. Like it just depends on where you are.
Neither one of these people are appealing that's on the screen. The boy that's next to Kendra or that other one on the other side. It's for different varied reasons, of course, but that neither one is appealing. So I'm saying this guy that's on this guy.
It's not the type of man you like, but you old and cantankerous. You like a certain. You like a
ladies. We have to ask the ladies in the chat. Is this somebody you would date? Put a 1 in the chat if you would date him, and put a 2 in the chat if you wouldn't date him. That's the whole point. He's behind the 8 ball. First of all, he needs to get a better job.
HQ, you're trying to make him marriage material, and he's a nug nug.
Can't make a woman want somebody who works at Checkers.
He's a nug nug. That's what he is. He's a nug nug.
And he may not be a nug nug, but there's got to be a reason why he's working at Checkers at the age of 35.
Definitely. He fucked up somewhere.
That's my whole point. Somewhere along the way, what did he do to put him back into a job that a teenager is supposed to have? Let's listen.
But I've been running to some with no kids, but the ones I've been running into haven't been good. They've been a little overweight. I prefer my woman in shape. I go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, so I can't date an overweight woman. So it's 80% of black women are overweight.
There it is, right there, guys.
Yes.
There it is, right there.
You can't take her to the gym with you?
She gotta be. I mean, she gotta motivate herself. I mean, if you not.
Wait a minute. What do you qualify for, young man?
Wait a minute, HQ. Did you hear what the young man said? Yes, this young man said he goes to the gym 4 or 5 days a week. Let me tell you something. When a man especially at that age goes to the gym 4 or 5 days a week, you kind of have to realize how that young man looks. That young man has a decent body if he is working out that much.
Yes, I get all of that, but what I'm saying to you is he's asking for fit. He's asking for the fit chick. That's great. But what does he have to offer that fit chick?
Meat.
Checkers? See, sometimes you don't deserve no more than what your level is. I'm saying to him, you got to come up in your level, in your income, in your look. And you got to come up before you start asking for the top of the line. Because the regular dudes is asking for what he's asking for. He ain't a regular dude. The fat chicks is asking for the 666. So the ugly Burger King checker is asking for the top chick. Is he asking for too much? I think so. You need to bring something up. You need to do something better than what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. If the fat women, because I'm saying fat, not that I'm just using that for so everybody be clear. So the overweight woman, y'all say the overweight woman is asking for the 666. She don't have a right to ask for the 666. I'm saying, dude over here in checkers with subpar look, you asking for something out of your realm and your possibility too. You got to get on the program too. There's more you need to do too before you start asking. So you with your chest out, she got to look good. My woman got to be fit, feminine. No, you can't be doing that. Just like a fat chick can't be asking for what she asking for. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
If you don't want to do it, nobody can really make you do it. It's something that you have to want to do for yourself and for your family members or kids if you have any, but if she wants to go, she can, but I'm not motivating nobody to focus on their health. That's something you should want to do, definitely as a woman.
Right.
Definitely as a black woman. Black women are very, very beautiful, but they don't prioritize their health.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What about that woman who goes to the gym who might not be in the weight frame of whatever that you're looking for? Are you able to, would you work out with her? Would you show her your lifestyle?
Oh, yes, sir. No, yeah, I would. I don't really care if she go to the gym. I just don't want an overweight or obese woman. It's just, I can't do it.
So is that all he's asking for? Aaron, is that all that I'm not saying he can't ask for that. What I am saying is before you start asking for a woman, you need to have some things in place before you ask for a woman. That's what I'm saying.
Well, before he asks for a woman or asks for certain things out of a woman?
Certain things, I guess certain things. Well, according to Papi Blanco, fat women and ugly women are just buddy. They just getting slayed, and that's it. So, but he's asking for a woman, somebody he can take home and have a relationship with.
All right. So as far as like her fitness, I mean, I don't think that's an unreasonable request. I do believe he doesn't have many negotiating chips to work with. I mean, he's got one or two that I think can be leveraged to collect the rest that he needs. You know what I mean? He seems to be lucid and coherent. He seems to be, you know what I mean? Like he seems to be have some kind of integrity and honesty about him. I mean, he's clear with his information that he's given, even if it's denigrating. And so he's awake. You know what I mean?
Why is it that we look at a fat woman, we look at a hefty woman who has all of her things in line, not hefty, but a little bit of overweight, that you can tell she's a little overweight? Why is it that we can't give the same grace to that woman?
You never heard people say, man, she's got a pretty face if she just lost a few, or she would be dope. She's got a great shape if she just lost a few. Or the one thing we say is a lot of women that are heavy compensate with developing these sparkling personalities. We give these kind of women their props all the time. What do you mean?
So I'm saying, okay, yeah.
It shows discipline. Right. It shows discipline. If you're a glutton and you can't pull away from the table, you have no discipline. So with no discipline means you're going to talk reckless. You're going to go in my wallet and spend up my credit cards. You're going to drink and drive. You don't have any discipline. Discipline carries over in a myriad of ways in your life. And a woman without discipline, well, maybe she don't keep herself clean. Maybe she has a body odor. And this is true things that I've been around is why I'm saying it, and it's kind of coming off of the head. But it carries over into a bunch of things. A bigger woman won't have the discipline. They'll have a different type of attitude, this manifesting, and I'm looking forward to this. And those things don't coincide with the discipline that you need to be in a relationship with a solid man.
Right. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. Let's listen.
You gotta be in shape. This is the deal breakers. We on deal breakers. Any more deal breakers?
Kids, just kids, bad attitude, bad hygiene. Number one deal breaker.
There you go.
Kids, though. No kids.
No kids.
So no woman with kids, and number 2 is overweight.
Yes.
Woo, child, you ain't playing with these ladies, huh?
No, ma'am.
What kind of woman are you looking for?
Well, is that the first?
We asked.
Yeah, you asked me that.
Okay. So deal breaker. So now she gotta look a certain way.
Yeah.
Nah, just she has to be black. I'm not on the interracial thing.
Okay.
So you want to make sure you date a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. I want my kids coming out looking like me. I don't want no mixed baby.
So that's right. You don't have any kids.
No, ma'am, I don't.
Okay. So do you want to get married before you have children?
Yes, at this age, I'd be the dumbest dude in captivity to procreate at 35, almost 36. I'll be 36 December 2nd. To procreate outside of marriage this late, I'll be the dumbest dude in captivity.
Okay. So we got to look. So do she got to make a certain amount of money?
No, I make my own. I'm not concerned about no. She can't. No, I'm not concerned about money.
Okay.
I get my own coins.
Okay. All right.
I'm confused. What do you mean by captivity?
It's just the same, man. Like the public, like the population.
Yeah, I mean, he's good to go. He's a solid guy. I just have to wonder why he is where he is in his career. I would have to wonder about that. What are you doing that you're doing that?
Okay. You gaslighting, HQ. You gaslighting right now.
Well, I don't see why that would be gaslighting. I would be wondering why you're working at Checkers. Yes, if I was 34, I would definitely say that you wouldn't be for me unless you have to explain why you're working at Checkers. Well, I'm working at Checkers because I was paralyzed up until.
Let me ask you something,
okay, great. What? He's not for me though. I'm just saying.
Let me ask you.
Yes, you keep fading in and out.
Let me ask you something. If this young man went into the military when he was 18 or 19,
right?
Listen, if this young man went into the military, because we don't know a background,
right?
You say I'm going in and out?
No, yeah, it was you. Yeah, it was you. Okay, yeah.
You guys can't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Oh,
HQ,
now
you hear me?
No, you are going in and out. You definitely are. Because we don't hear nothing you saying.
You can hear me now though?
Yes, now.
I think we can hear you loud and clear. I think you have a delay.
Yeah, something is going on. Yeah. So no, I'm saying I would have to know backstory. But if he's in the military, wouldn't the military give you a step up in getting other positions and other jobs? Because the military just means you worked in the military. If you don't expand on that knowledge from the military, that military means nothing. There's plenty of men who haven't expanded on their knowledge from the military, and they come out and then they're doing maybe this or something else. I'm saying he should have had a transition from some other job into a more lucrative job, unless he just got sidelined by activity. So I'm saying, since you were sidelined, I would have an issue with your discipline somehow. That's all I'm saying for me. Zeus?
I think you're gaslighting, and this is why I think you're doing that. You're talking about marriage and kids and him having an explanation. He ain't that guy. Even when him talking about these certain things, he ain't that guy. He's just a regular schmegular guy. He don't need to be dating anybody. And I think Aaron said it. He needs to have the reset button on and build a 6-month plan, a year plan, a 3-year plan, and a 5-year plan. And it don't need to include no women, no nothing. It needs to be total work and building a business.
Aaron?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. These mute buttons are silly. Yeah, no. So I think I think he has to. I don't think knows what his purpose is, or I would ask him, what is his understanding of the world and his place in it? Like, what is he? What is in him to contribute to the world? What is in him that he can cultivate and build upon? Like I said, he sounds coherent. He sounds very lucid, and the way he articulates things, like with the wanting a woman in shape thing. Well, he's in shape. If that's the case, and I believe, let's assume he can fight, or he has some kind of.
Now you just went out.
He can fight. He doesn't feel pain. Huh?
You had just went out.
Let's just say that's. Oh, yeah, I'm on a highway. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So let's say he has a propensity to do well in, combat situations.
Right.
So we can label him as a protector. He's no one's provider, granted, but at least he has the protector piece covered.
Right. You went out. Definitely went out. Papi Blanco. Yeah, you went out, Aaron. You went out. Come back in. Hey, Ty Pro. Here's my thing. Are we concerned about this man who was? Yeah, you're in and out. We can definitely not hear you.
Relationships work between man and woman.
You're wonky, very wonky, very wonky. Hold off. Turn your speaker off and then come back when it's better.
Compliment.
Better. My whole thing is this: are we concerned about this man? Can we hear you now? No. Are we concerned about this man at all? That he is working at Checkers. Papi Blanco, you just walked on the stage. What do you say? This man works at Checkers. Are we concerned he works at Checkers and he's 35? Papi Blanco?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
How are you, boo?
I'm fine. We trying to figure out, is there an issue with this man who works at Checkers and he's 35?
How's everybody doing, man?
Good.
Everybody good?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, here 35 at Checkers, man. I don't know. Probably something happened. Who knows, man? It's a lot of options. My first one would be he probably did some time. He probably went to jail and came out, messed up his stuff. So that's probably the easiest job that you can get. That would be one of my guess.
Right.
Or actually that's my second option. My first option would be it might be his part-time job. Did he say this is his only job?
This only job.
No, he also does construction on the side.
He does construction on the side. So Checkers is his main job. He does construction on the side.
So when you say construction on the side, most likely say independent, and he do a lot of independent work.
Okay.
They call he like a handyman, most likely. I'm going to assume that because construction pay way more than Checkers. I'm going to assume that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So you don't think he deserves a pay?
I think he deserves a coffee date, but I think he needs to level up with before he asks for a woman to come into his life, because he's in some kind of transition. He obviously doesn't make enough money to support a household or to support his household and a woman too. So I'm saying, level up for about 6 months. And try
what evidence?
Else.
What evidence would support that?
I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
What evidence would support that?
No, I'm saying leveling up, maybe 6 months, a little bit.
No, saying that.
What?
Saying that he is fiscally incapable of supporting a basic household of two or whatever.
Because if you know how much Checkers pays, he doesn't make a lot of money.
Right, but the discovery I'm working upon is now that there's a secondary source of income.
the construction. He said he does the part-time construction.
Right.
And where does he work at? Where does he live? That's another whole story. Where does he live?
Right.
If he lives in Los Angeles and he works at Checkers, he is broke.
Well, right, but
HQ, what about if the man happens to be like a manager? Then what?
He works the fries. That's what he said.
Well, he said he did a little bit. He does a little bit of everything. He said
does a little bit of everything. Yes, but he didn't say he was a manager, which he would have said if he was a manager.
This is
true. Managers mean way more money than everybody else, but I get your point. Because I don't like. That's one of the things I don't like about the internet, right? I'm not. You're never gonna hear me saying what a woman deserves, what a man deserves. Life is all about what you negotiate. Simple as that. If this man working at Checker can get with a girl that is making a doctor woman, my house goes out to him. Simple as that. I'm not going to tell him what he deserves.
You think he can pull a doctor?
Yes.
Working
it's not a big deal. That doesn't matter, man. Only on the internet that matters.
Okay. Let's listen.
It's just something that we
and his damn thing going
at my way.
Okay, your Wi-Fi went out.
You understand?
Did Wi-Fi go out for you guys too? It went out for me and Trey. Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about this. You did the money. Let's do the Kendra can. We gotta stand up and see your full body.
Okay. Let me set the camera. Hold on. I'm at work, so I gotta prop this thing up. Can y'all see?
Okay. Oh, we see you. We see you, love. Are you on a lunch break? Or you just calling us?
Where the customers at?
Yeah, are you close?
Nah, my coworkers got my back. It's a little slow for Saturday night, but they got me. I didn't expect to get on. I see because I got your notification on YouTube, so I just like click. I'm about to watch the show, so I like click because this the only. I don't use social media. This the only social media I use is YouTube. So I was always wondering, because I'm a big fan of you, Kendra. So I was like, how I get on? And I just start clicking. You just said click on the link in the
comment section.
Yeah, in the comment section. So I clicked.
Make it make sense, Natural KIC. Make it make sense.
On and log into my Google account, and here we are.
I love it.
I do want to ask, why is this the only form of social media? Because I just think it's 2025 and you're not on any social media.
No, sir. Like, I'm a real private person, man. Like I ain't got no family out here in Tampa, no friends or family. I'm going back home next weekend to visit. I'm from Ocala, but I don't use social media.
He in Tampa, Florida. Working at Checkers. Does he have a lot of money? He's in Tampa, Florida, and he work at Checkers.
No, but that's the thing. I'm not focused entirely on Checkers. Your place of employment, if you're a W-2 employee, I don't think should be Checkers at 35. However, I would like to know more about this side endeavor. Just there's too much. Because he couldn't just, the only thing that could be stopping him from being who he is and a general contractor is an LLC, right? Like when he does it part-time, that indicates how many hours of his work week he spends doing it. If he's working 20 hours a week, that's part-time. If he's getting paid $100 an hour, like he said, okay, that works. That's 40 hours at $50 an hour, essentially, mathematically anyway.
Right.
So to say he works at Checkers, yeah, that may take up the bulk of his work week, but the paycheck may be what covers his cell phone bill. Now I'm speculating, right? I'm not saying that this is the case, and I'm not indicting nor praising this man. I'm just saying these are the kinds of possibilities that can get you in hot water if you jump to presuppositions too quickly. I would ask a lot of questions.
Right. Yeah, because he's
like if I see a woman in public.
Hold on.
Does he got HQ?
Yeah.
Does he got any kids?
Poppy? No, he don't have no kids. Ain't he in Florida, Poppy? Ain't you in Florida? Don't you know?
No, I be in Florida a lot. Where in Florida he at?
He's in Tampa.
Tampa's like that's a nice place. My kids spend their summer in Tampa with their grandma over there. It's a nice place in Clearwater.
Right, and
Um,
he works at Checkers in
so you
Tampa,
don't got no
Florida.
kids.
No kids.
So that means it's a good chance that he probably got roommates at that point.
Oh,
He
he
probably
got
got
what?
a roommates.
Okay.
It's a possibility. I mean, you don't got no kids, so
He said
you
he
don't
got
need
3
that.
roommates. He said he got 3
There,
roommates.
there you
Oh,
go.
okay.
There you go.
Okay.
That means that I don't know, probably he should be saving a whole lot of money. You see what I'm saying? Because all he got to worry about is himself. All he needs is a room. He's by himself. He don't got no kids. Obviously, he don't got no girlfriend. If you on this show, um, he, I mean, but it could be worse.
Yeah, he could be
Like
worse. He could be
he
worse.
should have a decent savings
But
account somewhere.
well, our whole premise is: do they deserve a coffee? Do they deserve a coffee? More consideration on this dating scene. Does he deserve more consideration beyond the coffee date?
Darling,
I think
I just told you. I've been telling you this for the longest, HQ. Women only got standards for the guys that they don't want, okay? Doesn't matter this nigga working at Checkers. Oh, yo, only on the internet, y'all get caught up on this title stuff. Yo, it's not that hard to get to get one the corporate America females. I hope you know that, right? I get them all the time. I mean, I'm doing okay in life, but I know plenty of homies that be having them girls pulling up to the projects. I mean, they come to social media and tell you something completely different. But women got no standards like that, fam. Like y'all need to stop. Yeah, people get caught up with this whole money thing. You need to make 100. That's cap. All that shit is cap. Okay? Because most people don't got money to begin with.
Okay. Aaron?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's worthy of a coffee date. I'm saying he's worthy of a coffee
Well,
date.
the original question was, is he worthy of consideration beyond the coffee date? I think the coffee date is where you'll find your answer. If the woman is can ask the right questions and find out the right information in that coffee date, that'll tell you if there's a date to or not.
All right. Zeus?
I love the people on the panel, how they think differently. So I really do appreciate everybody's input. Is he a coffee date? Yes. Is he a guy who needs, whether it be male or female, somebody to sit down and say, hey, let's build a structure? I'll just give myself as an example. I was working 7 jobs, all little bitty jobs here and there, and then met with a girl. She was like, well, let's write out which jobs and we'll prioritize. AKA, I was working girls basketball. I was being a basketball official. I was making $50 an hour. So instead of me doing the other 3 jobs, I just went to other schools. Nobody wanted to do girls basketball. I became the guy. All of a sudden, instead of paying me $50, they pay me $75 an hour. Now I just lined those up and I just made it, but I wouldn't have sparked that thought if I wouldn't have sat down and wrote it out versus just being the gerbil on the wheel. That's my point. With that said, I'm in.
Okay. Let's finish.
I'd approach her, get her number, but no social media.
No, listen, I think it's, let me tell y'all something. If my life wasn't social media, I wouldn't be on it. I do think that social media has changed our world so much that, and some for the good, which I am grateful for, but there is a bad side of social media, right? So I think it's impressive that you only have YouTube, but you're not in the Instagram madness all day, the Facebook madness all day, the TikTok madness all day. Because what social media does, it prevents people from appreciating real life, as in a life that's in front of your face.
Right.
When you go out, you're going to see people constantly on their phones because they're no longer appreciating what's in front of them. They're too busy hooked to the social media world.
Right.
Okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
So, we did a Kendra Cam?
Yeah, we did the Kendra Cam.
All right.
When was the last relationship?
2.5 years ago, December 2022.
What happened?
Oh man, she passed, man.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
She passed away?
Yes, ma'am.
How long were y'all together?
I'm sorry you broke up.
How long were y'all together?
About not long, close to a year.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Do you want to share?
She had kidney problems.
Oh, that's so sad.
Mm.
Sorry to hear that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right. Here we go. So we got Saint.
No, we're not done.
We're not done.
So when was the last time you was intimate with someone?
Oh, you always forget that.
October 2023.
Damn,
Okay.
that's the right date.
So are you waiting for a relationship, Saint?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a born again Christian. I got baptized November 3rd last year, so I'm heavy in my faith. So yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So
when was this recorded?
Are you?
Oh, this. It's us up on here 2 days ago.
Oh, this is up to date. Okay, thank you. Woo, okay. It's a hell of a calendar, man. All right.
Practicing celibacy until marriage?
No, because if I find a good woman, I'm not gonna wait to marry. So I'm not gonna lie like that. No.
Okay. He finds a good woman, he's not gonna wait for marriage. Okay, fair enough. All right. Three flaws. Oh, customer there?
No, I'm good.
A customer came in? Okay, we almost done. Three flaws you gotta work on.
My diet, I could use a better diet even though I'm not overweight. Okay. I can be mean sometimes. And I can be nonchalant. I can be very nonchalant.
So he can be nonchalant and mean.
Nonchalant. Okay. Okay.
That's,
you can be nonchalant.
I say that's the three flaws.
Okay. Yeah, and why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm serious. I don't play. I'm not like most guys. I'm faithful. I'm loyal. I don't have any kids. I keep my faith number one.
See, you could not have any kids because ain't nobody giving you no snatch. Because you don't get no snatch, really. That's why you may not have kids. That ain't no flex, because that is what that could mean.
One, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't gamble. Just a real hardworking man. Just
except something derailed your life. Something derailed you. Because there's no way you've been working at Checkers for 15 years. Since you've been 18.
I'm listening to him. I think his main gig is construction. I think that's his long money. I just think because he says it's on the side, because it's probably under the table.
Mm-hmm.
And he's probably aware of Uncle Sam's ass and that this is being broadcasted. And then if he does get engaged in some kind of a contract with Kendra G, if something does come to fruition, he's going to have to prove, he may be required to prove employment, W-2. He probably doesn't have a 1099 or anything like that. So he's leading with that administratively. It sounded like that's the case. And I only say that because he has a lot of time on his hands. He's not on social media, right? He goes to the gym. And he sounds like, as far as the character traits, he sounds solid. He sounds like he's got integrity. When I'm listening to him explain his flaws and his pluses and negatives, his pausing was because he's thinking to be thorough and concise, not because he's searching for the unknown. You know what I mean? He's trying to, make it meaningful is what I'm saying. And like to not have children as well, like he's got a lot of time in his life, and now he's in the church. His answers are a little too quick and sharp. He's just really coherent and really lucid. A little rough around the edges and unpolished, that's fine. But there's a level of discipline in there somewhere matched with his lucid way of, I don't know. There's something that we don't know.
Now
I think it's a hidden.
you all see the good. Y'all see the good. You see the good version. I'm gonna tell you the version that women are looking at. The version women are looking at is you got roommates. You don't make a lot of money. You live in Tampa, which tells me you're broke. 3, you work at Checkers. You're not above a 4 on the Luke scale. So we have all of those negatives going into the coffee date.
Do you ask what?
No, I'm saying you gave me the good version. I'm saying I'm giving you the version that women are looking at.
No, I understand.
Right.
No, I'm asking for understanding because I don't know. Like the version I gave, I don't know. First of all, it's speculative, right? I'm not, like I said, I'm not going one way or another. So I'm not appraising him. Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of trying to connect some dots.
He's hiding something. Something is not. Something.
Well, he could be hiding a monster as well, right? I just haven't connected the dots like that yet, but that could be the case. But the question I wanted to ask is when you extract these negative facts from the circumstances, what do you do with them at that point? Do you ask why this is the case, or what? Like, do you connect dots at all?
Right. That's what the coffee date is for. The coffee date is to find out find out why do you have this? You have this. You have this. But it's not a continuous thread between your life. How did you transition from this, and this? Oh, okay, he was in the military. Oh, okay, he was in the military, and then he lost his job. Oh, okay, he was one of the people that got fired from the Trump administration. We don't know.
Okay, so you're saying identifying these negative points just creates a rubric for the line of questioning that you're gonna.
Right.
Okay, I understand. I like that strategy.
Yeah, he deserves.
So you think
he deserves a coffee date, right? He deserves that. But then we're gonna put the pieces together when we're talking to him on the coffee date. Then we're gonna say, "Oh, okay, now I see why you're where you're at. You moved from the state because you lost your job because of blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. Then I'm giving him grace. But if this is where you've been for the last 2.5 years and you still have roommates, you still don't have any money, you still don't this, Y, and Z, then we got a problem. You see what I'm saying?
Fair enough, yeah.
Right.
Well, he said he just moved to Florida in, I want to say, January.
Well, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, pretty much.
3 months ago or a year and a half ago? Year and 3 months ago.
Regardless, he just moved there.
Right.
So
what is this coffee day going? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, boss.
My apologies. I think Aaron said something that's really good that as BIPOC people we miss. What is your purpose? Not what job are you trying to do, but like what's your purpose? And okay, if we wanted to build something small, what would be our steps? Is it an LLC? Is it to get you on 3 construction teams where they calling you on your day off? What is it? That's the good purpose a conversation would be if he had some role models, some mentors. With that said, I'm in.
Poppy, what you saying?
What is this famous coffee date that y'all keep talking about?
Okay. We do the coffee date. We overanalyze the Kendra G and the dating shows, and we take a candidate. We take candidates out of those, and then when we decide, we analyze their story a little bit more and try to piece together why they are where they're at. If it doesn't look good, or if they have everything together, do they have a bunch of cracks? And we need to find those, Are they worthy of the coffee date that they're asking for before they get into a relationship? Because a lot of people, if you look at their profile on Kendra G, they may be solid, and then they're worth the coffee date. But then again, sometimes you get these people who say things and then it just starts to unravel. And so we're there to see if what they say is solid, or are they worthy of a coffee date, even though their life seems to be derailed or off the regular normal track. So we try to look at that and then tell whether they deserve a coffee date or not. More than what they're saying right now. Because a lot of people can look at this guy and say, he works at Checkers, he works here, he does this, he ain't worth a coffee date. Aaron gave him very good marks. He may be doing this, he may be doing that, blah, blah, blah. So is he worth a coffee date? That's what I'm saying. This is the
So once you go to this coffee day, then what? Like
coffee
you
date
think
reveal why he's working at Checkers. He may have just gotten fired from another job in December. So he moved to another town to get a different job. And this is where he's starting at the bottom at construction or Checkers. That it gives me more grace. That gives a man more grace because now we know where he came from.
So in one day, you think you're gonna be able to kind of like tell the whole story about this guy?
Yes, if we continue to date. Is he worth the
Come on, HQ.
What I'm saying, do you understand what I'm saying? We're looking to see candidates. It may appear as though they're not worth more than a coffee date. We're trying to
What
find
about
out.
HQ? What about you already attracted to me and I take you out on a date and I tell you everything you want to hear? Then what? That one day, what that coffee day is going to do?
But we got to start somewhere, Poppy. We can't just say we not going on a coffee date. We not. Of course, I'm attracted to you already.
Exactly, but hear me out. Listen to me, right? It shouldn't. So you shouldn't be saying a coffee date. You should be able to say a series of dates.
Yeah, but you might,
because that's the only way. That's the only way someone get to know someone. Yo, if you come across a certified player, man, he gonna get them draws in the first day. If he going to make up a story or two stories.
Yeah, but you're not. But no, I'm saying on paper they may look crappy. I'm saying looking at the paper, putting the facts together, having a surface conversation. Are they worth more than just the surface conversation? We're not talking beyond the first date. We're talking about getting me to the table. Is he worth getting to the table? Period. Of course, he's worth getting to the table. I'm attracted to him, but if I get to the table and he starts spazzing out on me, then he's not worth more than just a coffee date. We're trying to get to the date. We're trying to get to the coffee first. We're not worried about what happens after you lie to me. We're talking about getting to the date.
Gotta go outside, man. I gotta go outside more, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. Y'all just don't know, man.
That's
you gotta go outside more, man. That's not how real life is, man.
But see, if you look in the chat, Poppy, there's a lot of women in the chat saying, I wouldn't give him the type of time of day.
Of course they're going to say that. I promise you they got their back blown out by this same sap guy that we're talking about right now. I'm willing to put $1,000. All of them got blown out by a guy like this. Am I right or wrong, HQ? And don't tell me that you don't know part.
Yes, no, maybe the guy on the left, but not the guy on the right.
Oh my fucking God. You fucking with me.
I'm just saying. Anyway, do you understand the concept of what I'm saying, Aaron?
I know what you're saying, girl.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, yeah, you got to take it one step at a time, but in order to take things one step at a time, you have to take that step rather than write him off. At least just get to the coffee date and find out more, because he might come out and say some heinous shit. If I'm on a coffee date and a woman says, I got 6 kids by 7 different women, 7 different men. Mm-hmm. Listen, there's no string of dates, my friend. That is the end kaput. But I wouldn't find that out if I didn't get to that date. Yeah, one step at a time. I got you.
We
Journey
going
of
to
1,000 miles starts with one step.
Right. So we're going on the coffee date first. Then we'll worry about the rest after the coffee date. Because he might come out his wazoo and say, I want you to have 20 damn babies. And you like, oh, hell no. And there won't be no second date. You see what I'm saying? Do we hit the red flags on the first date? Right now.
He needs a pet rabbit.
Right. So he's worthy of a coffee date. It might be something else that's going on. We don't know. So we're going to give him a coffee date, but that's as far as it's going to go if he can't explain this checkers job. See what I'm saying? He's personable, Christian, decent, celibate. He's all those things that a woman is looking for. But if he can't explain why you are here at 35 at a checkers, we got a decision to make.
But you already like him. You already like him physically. You on a date, you on your famous coffee date with this guy, right? Mm-hmm. So now he tell you why he at checkers. In your mind, you like him. You still gonna find excuses to try to be with him anyway because the attraction is already there. That's how most women operate, man. That's what I'm trying to make you understand.
No, I get all of that, Poppy, but you're not getting what I'm saying. He can lie. We get that he can lie.
I'm not saying lying at you. I'm not saying it's lying, baby. I said he gonna tell you. Okay, let's just assume that he has to sit down for 2-3 summers in the joint, right? He did some time, right? And that's why he had checkers.
Right.
Home girl already like him. Whoever is in his face, whoever is in front of him. Yeah. She's going to be like, you know what she's going to say? Oh my God, I know. Oh my God, times are hard. I understand. At least you're trying to get it out of the mud. She's going to continue talking to the. What you mean, mate? Oh my God! Excuse me. I see your ass don't know what type it is out here, man.
Maybe no. I understand what you're saying, but I'm also saying this. At least she has an honest picture about what he's doing at checkers. If he comes, I've been in the joint for the past 20 years or whatever. At least she has an honest picture about him. We don't know until we get to the date. I don't know if he's been in prison from this picture right here. I'm saying from what we are seeing from this particular snapshot right here, talking to Kendra, does he deserve a date? Yes, he does, according to some women. No, he doesn't, according to other women. I'm saying you don't know whether it's worth it till you go to the coffee date. He could lie after the coffee date. He could hit it after the coffee date. He can do all of those things. But we got to get there first. One step at a time. One step at a time. Now, Zeus. Oh, he gone. Poppy, give me your final thoughts.
Good show, baby. Keep it up, man. Everybody, man, send some cash.
Hold on. Let me explain. Hold on. That is the premise of this show. When I say potential candidates, when there's a potential candidate, that's what I mean by the show. Is a potential women candidates, potential men. I have men, and sometimes I have the women mostly. So I'm saying this is what this show's premise is about. So that's it.
A coffee date. That's it.
Yes, coffee date. That's it. Yes.
Yeah, I don't like coffee, so that's not gonna be good for me.
Give me your final thought, sir. Your final thought. But I get what you're saying, Poppy. I get what you're saying. Final thought.
Yeah, good show, baby. Good show. Yeah, keep it up, good. Everybody, man, support my hunger HQ. Send some
Please
cash.
hit the like button. Hit the like button. We're not really going down the route of cash. We need the likes and the shares. That's what we need.
No, we need the money. What you mean though? We need the money, and you need to fly me out where you at. Remember? Hey man, support my hunger. Y'all, Aaron, Zeus, everybody in here, man. Y'all have a good day, okay?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Zeus. Give me your final thought, Zeus.
I think it's good for us to have these exercises. I think it's good for other people to chime in. I think it's good for us to hear, excuse me, and kind of pull the layers back and say, okay, that's workable, that's not workable. Because I think another thing, we don't know who we want.
Right. Right.
AKA when I was 14 and I said I'm gonna get a car when I was 16, I'm gonna give me a Ferrari. That's not realistic. And then once it came time, I started saying, okay, this is how it really works. And I think that's why these exercises are good. So I appreciate the platform. I appreciate everybody on the panel. And with that said, I'm in. HQ.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And Aaron, the concept is, you heard the concept. This is what we're doing. When you see potential candidates, that's what we're doing. We're reviewing people's, whatever they come on the dating show and say, whether it's Pop the Balloon or Ashley or Kendra or Single by Choice, whatever, that's what we're doing. We're reviewing people and seeing if they're worthy of a coffee date. Okay.
HQ, would you forgive me if I forego addressing the topic, only because it's my first time on the panel and using my final thoughts to give you a shout out, and you know what I mean, to express gratitude. So thank you for your hospitality. It was a great, first time on the panel. I had a great time. I hope I left a knowledge coin. I certainly am taking one with me. Shout out to your audience, your chat, and listeners. Please hit that like button. Drop some coins in the bucket on your way out if you can. This was a great time. I really appreciate it. Shout out to the panelists. Good to meet you. Zeus, Papi Blanco, that's my guy. It's always a pleasure, my man. Take care of yourselves, love one another, and do the right thing, as Mr. Hamp always says. But, HQ, I appreciate it again. I love you.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for your first time here. It is normal. It is normal. We're not trying to cash. We're not trying to crash out here. We're just looking at, I'm trying to do my part to help couples or help people see other people beyond the surface level and say, even though he's done this, or even though she's done that, even though she has a wig and a weave, that doesn't negate her being a good person or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to do my part by having potential candidates and saying, hey, give that person a second look. Give that young man a second look. Even though he's 25 and he's doing what he's got to do and he's not really making a lot of money, give that person a shot. Or they're 50, they just got a divorce, and now they're starting over and blah, blah, blah. So that's what I'm saying. This is the kind of show this is, where we look at the candidates, male and female. Today it was male, but yesterday it was female. Look at the candidates and say, hey, maybe we can make a relationship work. Maybe I can find this person and make a relationship work. Maybe this is what I thought before I got on the panel, or I thought women with weaves and that kind of thing weren't any good, or only OnlyFans women. But now I see that they're interesting, that there's more to life than just their wigs and weave, and they could possibly be good people underneath those wigs and weaves. So this is my contribution to helping married people, single people, whatever, find each other. That's it. So I thank you, Zeus and Aaron, for coming on the panel. Thank you. Please come back. If you see the show and it says potential, please come back so you know what it's about. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, HQ.
Zeus, thank you for showing up, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. And thank you guys for being in the chat. We will have shows like this. This is a standard show. Potential males, potential females. Are they losers? Are they worthy of a coffee date? Can we do that? Please come back from the SBC chat. Please come back again when you see the potential candidate. It is what it is. We're not doing the roasting. We're doing the actual work of looking in and diving a little bit deeper and seeing, are these people worthy of more than just surface looks? Okay. I thank you guys. I'll be back later on this evening. I'll have another show of something. No, I have the show of Wife Code that's coming at around 6:30, 7 o'clock. Wife Code. Thank you.